Let's talk about changing states. Hello everyone, Bill Nye here. Ever wondered what happens when you boil water or watch an ice cube melt? It's science, not magic. We're diving into phase changes, solid to liquid to gas. Today we'll explore fusion, melting, and vaporization, boiling, evaporation. These concepts are part of daily life and lead to innovations that improve our world. Let's get started. Science is the key to unlocking the universe's greatest mysteries. Let's zoom in to understand vaporization. Imagine a pot of water with molecules jiggling like kids in a bouncy castle. In liquid form, they're close, held by magnetic-like forces. Add heat, and they jiggle faster, gaining kinetic energy. Vaporization is when they break free, turning into gas. This can happen through boiling or evaporation. As gas, molecules spread out, moving fast, filling space. This is why you can smell food cooking from another room. Vaporization is a fundamental change, powered by energy. It's a molecular jailbreak. This transformation is essential to understanding how matter changes state. It's not just science, it's part of our everyday experiences. From drying clothes to cooking, vaporization is all around us. Let's explore how this process impacts our world. Now let's cool things down and take a closer look at one of nature's most fascinating transformations, the process of fusion, also known as melting. This is the moment when a solid turns into a liquid, and it's happening all around us, often in ways we barely notice. To explore fusion, let's start with something familiar, an ice cube. At first glance it seems simple, but there's a lot happening beneath the surface. Imagine that ice cube at the molecular level. Its molecules are arranged in a rigid repeating crystal lattice, each one held tightly in place by strong bonds. This structure is what gives ice its solid shape and hardness. But as soon as you add heat, maybe from the warmth of your hand or sunlight streaming through a window, those molecules begin to vibrate faster and faster. The energy from the heat makes them jiggle, straining against the forces that keep them locked together. Eventually, the energy becomes too much for the bonds to handle. The molecules break free from their fixed positions, and the solid ice transforms into liquid water. This is fusion in action, the transition from a structured solid to a flowing liquid. What's truly remarkable is that during this melting process, the temperature of the ice doesn't actually rise. Instead, all the energy goes into breaking those molecular bonds, not into making the water warmer. This is why ice melts at a constant temperature even as it absorbs heat. This transition from solid to liquid is a fundamental part of understanding how matter changes state. It's a key concept in science, and it helps explain everything from the weather outside to the way we cool our drinks. Think about a hot summer day, when your ice cream starts to melt before you can finish it. That's fusion at work, turning a solid treat into a sticky, sweet liquid. It's a process we've all experienced, and it's driven by the same principles that govern the melting of ice. Fusion requires energy, specifically the energy needed to overcome the forces that hold the molecules of a solid together. This energy is called the heat of fusion, and it's different for every substance. As ice melts in your drink, it absorbs heat from the liquid, cooling it down. This is why adding ice to a beverage is such an effective way to chill it. The energy needed to melt the ice comes from the drink itself, lowering its temperature. From the ice cubes in your glass to the snow on the ground, fusion is a process that shapes our daily experiences in countless ways. When snow melts into slush on a city street, it's the same process at work. The energy from the sun or the air breaks the bonds in the snow, turning it into water that flows away. By understanding fusion, we gain insight into the energy changes that occur during phase transitions. It's not just about melting, it's about the invisible energy exchanges that drive the natural world. This concept has real-world applications, from industrial processes that rely on melting and freezing, to the way we manage energy in our homes and cities. The hidden energy of fusion impacts our daily lives, whether we're cooling a drink, preserving food, or simply watching the seasons change. Fusion is more than just melting. It's a gateway to understanding the behavior of matter and the energy that shapes our world. So, as we continue our journey into the science of phase changes, remember, every melting ice cube is a window into the fascinating world of energy and matter. When ice melts, the temperature stays at 0 degrees Celsius. The heat energy goes into breaking bonds, not raising temperature. This is the latent heat of fusion, hidden energy at work. It's why ice cools drinks effectively, absorbing heat as it melts. The reverse happens when water freezes, releasing latent heat. Farmers use this to protect crops from frost by spraying water. This hidden energy is a powerful force in temperature regulation. Understanding latent heat helps us manage energy in various applications. Let's explore how this concept is used in technology and nature. At the boiling point, something fascinating happens. Water remains at 100 degrees Celsius, even as you continue to add heat. No matter how high you turn up the flame, the temperature doesn't rise above this point. Instead, the extra energy you supply doesn't make the water hotter, it's used for something else entirely. This energy is channeled into fueling the phase change from liquid to gas. The water molecules absorb the heat, using it to break free from the liquid's surface tension and escape into the air as vapor. The latent heat of vaporization is the specific amount of energy required for this dramatic leap. It's the hidden energy that allows water to transform from a bubbling liquid into invisible vapor, without any rise in temperature during the process. This is why boiling water takes time, and why sweating is such an effective way for our bodies to cool down. The process of vaporization is at work all around us, often in ways we don't even notice. As sweat evaporates from our skin, it absorbs a significant amount of heat energy from our bodies. This transfer of heat cools us down, making evaporation a natural and essential cooling mechanism for humans and many animals. On the flip side, steam burns are so severe because when steam condenses back into water on your skin, it releases all that stored latent heat in an instant. This sudden energy transfer can cause much more damage than boiling water alone. Understanding this energy transfer is crucial for managing heat in everything from industrial processes to everyday appliances. It's a key principle in designing systems that need to move or control heat efficiently. Vaporization is a powerful process with real-world implications. It's harnessed in power plants, used in cooking, and even in air conditioning systems to regulate temperatures. From preparing meals to cooling down after exercise, the latent heat of vaporization is a key part of our daily lives, often working behind the scenes to keep us comfortable and safe. By understanding how this process works, we can harness energy more efficiently, design better technologies, and even improve our own comfort and health. The concept of latent heat of vaporization is applied in technology, from steam turbines that generate electricity to systems that recycle waste heat in factories. Vaporization is more than just boiling water, it's a vital energy process that shapes our environment, our technology, and even our weather. As we explore further, let's uncover the many ways the latent heat of vaporization impacts our world, from the smallest water droplet to the largest power plant. Heat capacity and latent heat are two fundamental concepts in the study of thermal energy. They help us understand how substances respond to heat and why different materials behave so differently when exposed to the same conditions. Heat capacity is all about how much energy is needed to raise the temperature of a substance, while latent heat is the energy required to change a substance's state, like from solid to liquid or liquid to gas, without changing its temperature. Specifically, heat capacity is the amount of energy needed to raise the temperature of 1 gram of a substance by 1 degree Celsius. This property explains why some materials heat up quickly, while others take much longer. For example, water has a very high heat capacity. It can absorb a lot of energy before its temperature rises significantly. That's why coastal areas have milder climates, and why water is used as a coolant in many systems. Latent heat, on the other hand, comes into play during phase changes. When ice melts or water boils, energy is absorbed or released, but the temperature stays the same until the change is complete. This hidden energy is crucial in many natural and engineered processes. Both heat capacity and latent heat are essential for managing energy in systems, from industrial processes to everyday appliances. Engineers and scientists use these concepts to design systems that efficiently store, transfer, or conserve energy. Materials with high heat capacity like water or stone are excellent for storing thermal energy and preventing rapid temperature changes. Meanwhile, materials with high latent heat, such as paraffin wax or ice, are used to absorb or release large amounts of energy during phase transitions, making them ideal for thermal regulation. These principles are at the heart of energy conservation strategies. Insulation, phase change materials, and even the design of solar panels all rely on a deep understanding of heat capacity and latent heat to maximize efficiency. By mastering these concepts, engineers can create heating and cooling systems that use less energy, reduce costs, and minimize environmental impact. Whether it's in a home, a factory, or a spacecraft, efficient thermal management is key. From the simple act of heating water for tea to the complex process of melting snow on city streets, heat capacity and latent heat are at work all around us, often in ways we don't even notice. In the kitchen, double boilers use water's high heat capacity to gently cook food, while in laboratories, scientists experiment with materials that can store or release energy for future use. Nature, too, relies on these principles. Geothermal systems use the Earth's heat capacity for home heating, and even bee colonies regulate hive temperature by clustering together, demonstrating nature's mastery of thermal management. Understanding heat capacity and latent heat is vital for students, scientists, and engineers alike. These concepts form the foundation for much of our knowledge about energy and its transformations. As we face global challenges like climate change and energy scarcity, the impact of heat capacity and latent heat on our world becomes even more significant. Let's explore their roles in shaping technology, nature, and our future. Phase change materials, PCMs, make buildings energy efficient. PCMs absorb heat when hot, release it when cold, using latent heat. On hot days, PCMs melt, absorbing heat, reducing AC use. At night, they solidify, releasing heat, delaying heating needs. This passive system stabilizes indoor temperatures. It's a sustainable solution, reducing energy use and costs. Understanding phase changes helps create smarter buildings. Let's explore how this technology impacts our daily lives. Latent heat is used in tech for efficient cooling. PCMs in devices absorb heat, preventing overheating. This passive cooling extends battery life and performance. In cars, PCMs manage battery temperature, improving efficiency. They store waste heat, reducing emissions and fuel use. From gadgets to vehicles, latent heat enhances technology. It's a testament to science's role in innovation. Understanding latent heat helps design better systems. Let's explore its applications in technology and beyond. Latent heat is a powerful tool for managing energy. It's a key concept in creating sustainable solutions. Let's see its impact on our world. We've explored phase changes and their real-world impact. Fusion and vaporization shape our world, powered by latent heat. Science is about understanding the why and how of our world. These concepts are at the heart of thermodynamics. By understanding them, you gain a new perspective on the world. Keep exploring and asking questions. Science is vast and full of wonders. Visit our website for more science adventures and experiments. Join our community of science explorers and share your discoveries. Science is for everyone, and it is, without a doubt, awesome. Thank you for joining me.